Well, Din Din's is over. I had my Sukiya bento. Oh, I like that stuff. Basically, I eat it every day. It's known as Japanese junk food. Rice, bit of meat, onions. That's it. I have it Sudaku, which is soupy. That's it. That's considered junk food in this land. It's like super healthy. And it's great. And it's cheap. And it's just great. And Sukiya, my favorite restaurant. Okay, now what I'm going to do. I had a bento, which is a takeaway meal. A mochikairi, that means to take out, and so I had it on my groovy Chinese, one of my groovy Chinese chairs that I just listed earlier. Had my lunch right here, and I figured, the shakuhachi community dudes also would probably, would love to be seated in one of these and playing away on the shakuhachi. I figured I'd just mention that right then. Now, this stuff here, you'll be happy to know, and quite lucky to know, that a mate of mine came around. So a lot of this stuff is stylized and difficult, often difficult. These are from the tools, aren't real. And all 5 of them I'm going to include. A mate of mine came around, and some of the kanjis, he has to flick through his little computery thing to find out what they are, and then he translated this stuff to me. So I put just a little tag, there's number 3 there, 5 of these thingies. You'll find this particular song. It's got quite a lot of music here. That'll take you a while to get through, that's for sure. And this one is only the 1 sheet. It looks like it's quite a bit easier to play. Something like that. Now, let's see, dates wise. Let's see, this is coming up at Taisho Juichi Nen Kugatsu. I think that's the 20th day of September 1922. We got here Taisho Juni, so it'll be 29-23. That's at Taisho Hachi, so that'll be 1919. That's actually July. And that's May. What we got here? Oh, Meiji. 42 nen Nigatsu 25 nichi. So the 25th day of February. Well, this will take a bit to work out. 1909. There you go. Bam. Bam! Strawberry and jam. Trailer Park Boys. Anyways, Taisho Juichi Nen Hachigatsu 28, the 28th day. What did we say earlier? That was Juichi. Was that 1919? Was it? No, 2022. Was it? Hang on. 22. Yeah, 1922. The 28th day of August, is it? 22, something like that. Okay, now, I'm getting tired. Oh, God. Okay, now, what we're going to do, got a few things written down here. Where's number 2? Number 3? Number 1? 4, and there's 5. So I'm going to include all of these. And you'll find over here, well, I'll get to some translations in a second. You'll find that I've got quite a number of them. I might utilise that a bit later. Quite a number of them. Quite a number. I might still have about 150 of them left, all from 1880s to 1870s, I think they worked out to be, to the early 1930s, from what I recall. Now, let us have a look here. Number one is like number one. This translates into something like, at least, 5 beats in the way of music. That's 5. That's 5 right there. That little kanji. This is a Tozamyu. So it translates to the way of music, or 5 beats in the way of music, something on the lines of that. Now, number 2 here. This translates into the first sound. Now, number 3. Pine tree, bamboo tree, plum tree. This here is sakaki, which is it's like a plant, and the Latin name for that is what's a Slayer japonica, something like that. Cleyera japonica, something like that. A plant, something to do with a plant. And this one here is autumn 15th moon. Now, apparently in Japan, autumn 15th that's basically the best moon, something like that. It's an acknowledgement of the greatest moon time of year, autumn 15th. You could probably look it up and inform me more of that. So there you are. These are all, I'm going to send all these along. These are the real deal original pieces, and so, as I said, very old, you know, early 1920s, what was 1909, something like that. So there you have it. Okay, now, right, file that over there. Right, what am I going to move on to now? Right, so I figured I'll do quite a few things in the one video. That way I won't have to upload too many, and if I'm having a few beers, I can sort of do it a lot easier and keep track. Military stuff. Is that what I'm moving on to now? Yes. Okay. Now, in this particular compilation, which will go via C-mail takes about 6 weeks to 3 months. 6 weeks to 3 months. So it takes a long time, but that's just the way it has to be to make things cheaper, because it starts to get heavy. I've got these. Real deal. These are from occupied Japan, so just after the war, from memory. It was like, what, 46 to 51-ish, something like that. You can look it up. And these were worn by the Japanese, and they were like MPs, these blokes. So that's real deal right there. So you get that. Here's another. That's another MP. Okay, beautiful. That's history right there. Alright, now, let's hear rice cooker. That's a real deal. Got its components inside. Oh, this I'll open that up. Top bit. Oil your rice. There you go. There's your 3-piece dealy there. So that's the real deal. Soldier, use that. Okay, now moving on. That's a cape. What about this thing here? Now, I don't think this is old, but this here is a headpiece. Right? And in fact, I know that they work because I've got a over here an Australian trench coat. I guess you translate that into. That's actually from 1951, so it's not so old, but it wasn't long ago that there was teeming down rain. I'm like, oh, I've got to wear something, and so I wore that. I walked 15 kilometres in the rain with that, and I had that on me. and they work beautifully. You can use it as it is, or you can use these arrangements of buttons and stuff, and then you can wrap that around yourself. Fantastic. Yep, you will have that, and one day I'll be like kicking myself going, oh man, I gave that away. Walk in the rain, in the rain. Cowboy Bebop. Okay, now, right, so you get 1, 2, 3, 4 rice cooker, right? Helmet, rice cooker, headgear. That's not all. And this awesome cape. I was actually going to wear this that particular day. I should have, because that's heavy, man. Those blokes must have been pretty tough back in those days, I can tell you. I was carrying a few things back too, so that was a bit of a march. Tiny little nick in there. Aside from that, this is awesome. Alright, there's a little hole in there. A little nick in there too. Aside from all that sort of stuff, that's really groovy. Okay, there's here a small size. That's also the real deal. It's not dated. It's probably late war because of its small size. They were throwing whoever at you guys, I guess, at that stage, and that thing. It's it's probably 45, something like that. This here, the piece de resistance. Real deal officer's uniform. Now the officers themselves had to get them tailor-made. And you'll find there's your buttons, a little bit of wear in there. In general, it's a little bit of wear back there. In general, it's pretty good. Here you'll find that's where they could put their hand in and reach their sidearm. You see, reach your sidearm from this side. Hello, and you're a serious guy, aren't you, ABAREBUGYO? And that's the officer's name, and if my translator was here I'd have that, but maybe you could send me a picture of it, when someone's not busy they could help out. Hey, what about Moxie Girl? Are you out there? If you're watching this, can you tell me what this is? She's got herself a pretty fancy job now, from I hear tell. Alright, a bit of wear here. That doesn't penetrate the pocket at all, that's just that. I should check the pockets actually. I found a few things in another one a while back. I'm not even going to tell you what I found. Anyways, yeah, really good. This is a real good piece. It's a real deal, alright? It's a beautiful piece. Yeah. Alright, so as I say, I'm going to sea freight all this stuff, so take time to get to you, but it's yeah, it's a real nice piece. Pretty big too. Okay. Now we'll get on to this beautiful piece here. This is the real deal. This is silk. Alright, and this here is a going away to war flag. And off case you have like soldiers on the train, and they'll have their family and friends, and they'll have these banners and singing them off to war. Now this one is made by let's see, Sakamoto Jigoro, in celebration of Kobayashi's, Kobayashi right there, and up here Kobayashi's Motomu. Now his Motomu is means answer the call of duty. So that's he's off to war. So that's they're celebrating that. So that's the real deal. These are getting rare, the real deal. There's some fakes out there, but that, I have it on good authority, is the real deal. I've had a few of these over the years. Alright, so you blokes can have a right good punchy poos, because I'm going to put this up on a 7-day listing. And so, I expect you to have a real good biff on over this stuff. So you get, in reiteration, you get 1 helmet, 2 helmet, 1 helmet, 2 helmet, 3, 1 helmet, 2 helmet, plural, I'm losing my plurals here, rice cooker, that headgear, not old, that awesome cape, I reckon will complement that headgear. I mean, is this cape old? I know not. I know not. Are they, I think they might be wood. Yeah, they're wood buttons. And at late war, they were using wood, so I reckon, can't say definitively, but I reckon, now that's the real deal. Obviously that's the real deal officer's uniform, and that's just, you know, that's expensive stuff right there. Look at that. Beautiful. And that's the real deal right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces for this military compilation that will go via sea freight. Now, moving on. Shimedaiko. That's not plural, although there are 2. Sold separately. Now, this particular Shimedaiko right here, they're standard size, 6-inch by, what do you call it? 14-inch, I guess. 35 centimeters by 15 centimeters, which is a standard. Oh, pardon me. Ugh, that junk food is going down. I'm starting to power up a bit. I sort of had the shakes a bit earlier. I went and pushed myself a bit too hard with the old kung fu stuff, and anyways, it wasn't really kung fu, karate. Anyways, now, and it's not easy just sitting in Caesar like this for a really long period of time on this. I should just found a cushion. But anyways, this particular Shimedaiko here is just gorgeous. Beautiful urushi lacquered flowers. So I'm going to call this the flower Shimedaiko. And you're even going to receive these 2 sticks. And I know you're like, yeah, but can you just tap it, man, so I can see if it's here, if it sounds good. It's excellent. Now, what you do, you can, what I'm going to do just by hand is you can tighten these or loosen it, tighten and loosen. That's what I'm going to do right now to show you that you can have different. Now I have to have this camera away or else it'll start getting a bit funny, but I'll just be flexing these to give you an idea of the tension up to where you want it to be, and then you have yourself an awesome. Who knows how this camera's going to go with this mic? It goes a bit funny. That's good. So you can just work on your tensions if you want by loosening it, tighten it, and that's you'll get it where you need to be. Right now it's actually, it's quite taut really. An absolute beautiful piece. You pay at least a couple of grand or something for this, wouldn't you, to get all that done and made. It's good, real good. Okay, and I'm going to sea freight that. 6 weeks to 3 months, sea freight it, just to try and get the cheapest possible freight costs, because I'm way down here in the boondocks of Kyushu. Now, this particular one doesn't have any design And what I would suggest is take the ropes off. You just pop off the skins, paint your own design. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yes. See how this is deeper? So I would say that a lot more taunt than I would generally do. So I would back off the ropes really. Now I'll just flex this. Give her a bit of a flexi. Yeah, that's awesome. I like the way that's its tension. This one I think it's too tight, but they would have had that for a particular reason. And but I would back it off. I would back that one off a bit, but that's just me. And this one, yeah, the skin's good. Skin's good for that too. And they are antiques, but the skin's good. You have it. Alright. Good. Now, I have a plan of something I'm going to do. Alright, so you lot out there try to be good. And I will do this thing that I've been planning on doing for weeks.